Hi everyone. Good afternoon. Sorry for the slight delay. How are you? I hope you've all had your lunch. Got your energy for round 6. We're joined today with Visit Richmond, and we're just giving you all a second or two to pop in. Is there anybody new that hasn't done one of these yet on the call today?
Hello, Jean. Hello,
Sheila. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. Did anybody want to shout out their name and where they're from, just so people can see who else is on the call? You don't have to if you feel comfortable. No.
Hello, I'm Jackie and I'm calling from Guildford.
Hi, Jackie.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us.
Hi, I'm Alice and I'm joining from Southampton.
Hi, Alice. Nice to see you.
Afternoon. Sorry.
Jackie and I work as a team for arranging trips. I'm from Guildford as well.
Fantastic.
Hi, I'm Jill. I'm from Suffolk and I organise trips for the WI.
Hi, Jill.
Afternoon. Nice to meet you. Right,
Mike from Cotswolds.
Could I just interject a moment, please? I'm trying to get the meeting up on my not my laptop, my other thing, my tablet, but it's not accepting the meeting link. So I've had to go on my laptop. Trouble is, I've got to have another meeting on my laptop later. So what is it? What exactly is the meeting link, please, or the number?
Oh, the number. Now you are.
So I've got it as 281886.
Yeah.
281886. That's right.
But it's not accepting it on my.
I wonder if it's because you're in on your computer.
Never mind.
Sorry, it may well be because you're already logged in on your computer.
Don't worry.
Yes, you probably can't log into 2 devices at the same time.
Thank you, Jackie.
Angela,
thank you.
And also we're getting feedback because of that.
Right. Okay. Right, I think everybody that's going to come in. Karen, I'm going to give you control of the waiting room. And we will begin. Right. Thank you all for joining us today. We've got 58 people on this call, which is fantastic to see that you're all hardy bunch and keep coming back for more. Thank you very much. We've got Visit Richmond, as I said, on today's call. Could I ask everybody to mute themselves on the bottom left-hand corner of their screen, just so it doesn't interfere with the feedback too much? I'll be really grateful for that. So I'm Elaine. This is session number 6 of Excursion Show Week. We are really pleased to be able to pull something together with our destinations and our partners. We didn't want the week to go, or the show was sort of week to go unnoticed, hence why we managed to do this. So it's been a learning curve for all of us. We're all learning as we go. So thank you for bearing with us. For those that are new to these, thank you again for joining us. Tourism South East are the organisers of Excursions, which is a national event. But behind the scenes with our other hat on, we have been working with our destinations and attractions and operators around the region to help decipher the information that's been coming to government throughout the year and work out what they can and can't do. We've also been working with the agencies to feed up the needs of the industry and the challenges that they've had to make sure that they are aware of the needs. And as you know, it's been a really turbulent year and everybody's been working so hard behind the scenes to make sure we are ready and raring to go as soon as the doors can open again. So this week is about looking forward, about giving you some inspiration, keeping you connected whilst you, from the safety of home, whilst you can't travel. And it's been quite a lot of fun, actually. We've quite enjoyed these sessions, so thank you. In terms of the housekeeping, I've already asked you to go on to mute, which is great. Thank you for doing that. We do have a chat box at the bottom. In the bottom middle of your screen, there's a button that says chat. That will bring up a bar on the right-hand side of your screen. So we'll use that for Q&A, or if you've got anything else to say. Karen, I'll introduce in just a second. She will explain how we will facilitate that. And then I will hand over to the Visit Richmond team. We've got some great product here for you today. This session is being recorded, as all the others have been, and we've had quite a lot of people watching it on demand, so we're grateful we've done that. Just to clarify, you won't be recorded unless you speak, so don't worry about that. If you aren't comfortable, you can always turn your video off on the bottom left-hand corner where it says stop video. So thanks very much. I'll hand over to Karen to take over.
Hi there, everybody. Good afternoon. And it's lovely to see all of the familiar faces again. After 30 years of working with excursions, either as the organiser or an exhibitor, it's really good to see that we can still make it happen this year. For those who have just joined us, you can ask questions through the chat box, as Elaine has mentioned, and these will be answered in the Q&A session at the end. So you can ask the questions any time during a presentation. If you would like to ask the question yourself, just write in the chat box, I'd like to ask a question, and then we will come to you during the Q&A session and I will ask you to unmute. So hopefully that's all straightforward. And I will hand over to Angela at Visit Richmond.
Right, welcome. Hi, it's Angela from Visit Richmond. We'd absolutely be delighted. Sorry that we can't see you in person, but thank you for having us in your front room. And the partners, Visit Richmond partners, and I are absolutely delighted to have this opportunity. We just wanted to say thank you to Councillor Richard Baker, who is the lead for Richmond Council, who will, of course, be part of this conversation as well. And he is the lead for Business, Employment and Enterprise. We just wanted to give you a few moments just to share what we have to offer as Visit Richmond. And the things that we are doing is hope you can all see my, my screen, is that we have the following businesses that are engaging with us. And we're delighted to have Richmond Hill Hotel, Strawberry Hill House, the London Wakeland Centre, Marble Hill House, and of course, Kew Gardens. Another thing to mention is, of course, Richmond upon Thames. Sorry, I know it's not ideal, but Richmond upon Thames is only 20 minutes away from Waterloo Station. We've got the largest stretch of the River Thames, which is actually 21 miles. You can commute all the way from the Westminster Pier all the way down to Hampton Court. It's absolutely amazing. 3 hours of gorgeousness. You can actually reach all the attractions that are going to be on the call today via the river. We're well connected with regards to trains, as in we've got the overground, we've got the underground. We've also got a direct bus service, should you wish to use it, from Heathrow Airport, which is great as well. And then, of course, we are very aware of the current guidance and the government guidance with regards to COVID-19. And please be rest assured that all the Visit Richmond partners, we work extremely closely together. We've all got the necessary requirements, adhering to all the rules and regulations, just to make sure that we are open and ready for business. With regards to one of the questions that we were asked before, when are we hoping to reopen? Well, believe me, I watch the daily briefing on a regular basis to find out exactly when it will be reopening, but we're just waiting for Boris Johnson to give us the all clear, and then we'll be more than happy to welcome you to Richmond upon Thames. Now, a little bit about Richmond upon Thames. If we look at the top, we're home of Kew Gardens. We're also home to Hampton Court. We're very fortunate to be home to the 2 largest royal parks, one being Richmond Park and Bushy Park. And then we've also got the fantastic hidden gems being Strawberry Hill House, which are here today, as well as Marble Hill House, London Wetland Centre is absolutely delicious. They recently celebrated their birthday, and it was opened by Sir David Attenborough. And last but not least, let's not forget about the amazing accommodation that we have in the borough. And thank you to Alison, who is now going to be sharing from the Richmond Hill Hotel. So thank you.
Thanks, Angela. I will share my screen with you, endeavour to get through this without saying the words, "You're on mute," or or "Next slide, please." So hopefully everybody can see this. I'm Alison Edwards. I'm from Richmond Hill Hotel. Really looking forward to introducing you to one of the best kept secrets in the area. I'm delighted so many of you wanted to learn more about what the leafy borough of Richmond upon Thames can offer for groups. With so many attractions within literally 10 minutes of the hotel, it really does provide a fabulous option to use as a base to explore both locally and also further afield. So there's a huge variety of activities to meet all interests, all budgets, and we're always on the lookout for new, unique things to do. So for those of you that get the briefs that they want to do something different, look no further than Richmond, you're here. So now more about that best kept secret that I was talking about. Our biggest challenge with the Richmond Hill Hotel is that so many people think they know the hotel, but they haven't actually ventured inside for quite some time. So they're working on very old information. There's been significant investment in all areas, from the bar to the restaurant, the lounge, and the bedrooms. So when we can, we'd love you to come in and refamiliarise yourselves. But until then, I shall rely on some images that might help to bring the destination and the hotel to life a little, and also get you excited about bringing your groups here. But if you remember nothing else, because I know you've been bombarded with information all week, if you just remember my name, Alison Edwards, and you can contact me and chat through your specific individual requirements at any time and focus on what's important to you. So we are literally located adjacent to Richmond Park, so 2,500 acres of royal parkland to explore. There's an amazing Shire Horse Centre in the park. I don't know if you're aware of it. I wasn't until recently, I confess, that do carriage rides for about an hour and a half around the park. There's Isabella Plantation. And then moving on to our hotel itself, we're an independently owned property, 4-star, and it's a Georgian townhouse built in 1726. It's actually a bit like a TARDIS. There's 144 bedrooms behind that Georgian townhouse facade, the biggest in the area, and there's also 13 private event spaces made for groups. We've got on-site parking. We're located literally within very close proximity to all of the major road networks. Coaches can park on site if we have bedrooms booked with us, or afternoon teas or group functions. So you can see how accessible we are to all of the things that hopefully are important to you when looking at groups. We are a stone's throw from the Turner listed view, which is literally across the road, and the most amazing sunsets. You can take a short stroll to the banks of the River Thames, and as Angela mentioned, only half a mile away from Richmond Pier to pick up boat cruises that take in all of these amazing attractions. That being said, it's really our people and our food that really set us apart. So you're always really guaranteed a warm welcome on the hill. Anything's possible, as long as it's legal, is our caveat on that. And literally, anything goes, so anything is possible. We're renowned for our afternoon teas for groups. We're now doing takeaway picnics, which are really lovely to take into the park, sit on Petersham Meadows, or even take a picnic down to Ham Polo when it starts again in the April. So this gives you an idea of our food. Our amazing restaurant, 144 on the Hill, was recently refurbished as well. We've got lovely areas throughout the hotel that you can either hire for semi-private or private use, but also just to sit and relax in. So we've got invested also in a new outdoor terrace. So the little doors you can see here actually go into the main bar and restaurant, and this is the Queen's Room that you saw in the previous picture. So a really lovely place to sit. If you sit back, you could be in a bar in Ibiza on a sunny day in Richmond. We've also, we're a COVID secure venue, goes without saying. We've also redone our meeting capacities based on 1 metre plus social distancing, but also showing our original capacities as well. So any additional information that you need on that, just let me know. And this just gives you an idea. We're the largest hotel in the area, but we really maintain individual charm, and there's a lot of choice for different event spaces, different sizes. And our bedrooms, we've basically got 144 of them, a choice of a contemporary style, which is in the Hill collection, or 69 traditional style bedrooms on the Georgian side. Just gives you a little bit of a feel for some of them. Our website's got some really lovely images as well. As I say, we're COVID secure. We've got the Good to Go from Visit Britain, the AA Secure Confidence. So if you need any information about the measures that we've got in place, I'm happy to again share that with you. So that's a quick sort of snapshot as to what Richmond can offer. We do wish you were here, preferably with your groups. And without further ado, I shall pass you over to the lovely Bethan from Strawberry Hill House to share a little bit more about what's in the area.
Thank you so much, Alison. That looks fabulous. I can't wait to visit myself either. I'm just going to bring my slides up now. So yeah, hi everyone. I'm Bethan. I'm from Strawberry Hill House, and I'm the Marketing and Communications Manager. So just to begin with, I'm just going to share a short film with you just to give you an overview of the house itself.
The birthplace of the first Gothic novel, The Castle of Otranto, and 18th century architecture's Gothic revival, Strawberry Hill is the lasting creation of Horace Walpole. Horace Walpole was a man of many talents, but it is not until now that Horace Walpole's brilliance and importance as a designer at his little Gothic castle in Twickenham have been rediscovered. Strawberry Hill House is one of the greatest historical buildings in the world, creating a tourist attraction that is as popular today as it was in the 1700s.
I just don't know.
There we are. So I hope you enjoyed that short film sharing just of the incredible spaces that we have to offer at Strawberry Hill House and Garden, which makes it such a special place to work and to visit. Strawberry Hill House and Garden has been open to visitors for over 250 years. Created by Horace Walpole in the 18th century, Strawberry Hill is internationally famous as Britain's finest example of domestic Georgian Gothic revival architecture. Conceived as an ancestral castle, the house was built with the help of friends, including the amateur architect John Shute, as well as professional architects such as Robert Adam. Walpole succeeded beyond measure in creating an enchanting Strawberry Hill house which inspired the first ever Gothic novel, The Castle of Otranto. In Walpole's time, Strawberry Hill's proximity to central London and its spectacular collections made it a popular visitor attraction. Managed by a small dedicated team and supported by a group of volunteers, today the house welcomes over 25,000 visitors annually to explore the magic of Horace Walpole's little Gothic castle. Following a 9 million restoration, Strawberry Hill opened to the public in 2010. A tourist attraction in the 18th century, today's visitors have the opportunity to follow in Horace Walpole's unique footsteps and explore this award-winning castle. So here are just some of the feature rooms at the house. On the left here, we have the gallery, the showpiece of the house, we like to say. This magnificent room was completed in 1763 for the display of Walpole's pictures and for the purpose of entertaining. The gilded papier-mâché fan vaulted ceiling that you can see is based on the side aisle of Henry VII's chapel at Westminster Abbey. And it was this room which inspired Walpole to make his famous admission, "I begin to be ashamed of my own magnificence." The tribune, which you can see on the left, is based on the idea of the Tribuna in the Uffizi Gallery in Florence, where the Medici housed their greatest treasures. This was Walpole's own treasure house, where he kept coins, medals, miniatures, and enamels. Guarded by an imitation of a strong metal gate, only the trusted and significant of guests would have been permitted to enter this inner sanctum. And then on the left here, you have the round drawing room. This was designed by Robert Adam. The ceiling is based on the rose window in the old St. Paul's and the fireplace on Edward the Confessor's tomb at Westminster Abbey. Walpole was particularly proud of the fine paintings hung in this room, and now the room is dominated by a colourful stained glass window installed in the 19th century. And finally, on the right here, you have the library, designed to Walpole's instructions, including bookcases in the form of Gothic arches. Based on the side door of the choir in Old St. Paul's Cathedral, this room housed many of Walpole's eventual collection of 7,000 books. Here he would have relaxed and worked next to the roaring fire. The painted ceiling features heraldry from the Walpole family and references to the Crusades, in which Walpole, never shy of a good tale, believed his ancestors to be involved. The magnificent painted glass window in this room echoes the Crusaders' theme. So, groups of 15 or more can enjoy an exclusive private tour at Strawberry Hill House. And I'm just going to go through some of the tour options. So the first is our house tour. It's a 90-minute guided tour of the house, exploring the history, interiors, and stories of its residents. We also have an exclusive out of hours tour, which we call our Twilight Tour. And this is kicked off with a glass of fizz or your chosen drink, and the house offers an incredible theatrical atmosphere for visitors to enjoy. We also offer a range of bespoke tours, covering a variety of subjects and themes of Horace Walpole, his house and garden. This can include anything from painted glass tours, landscape tours, and curator-led tours. We also offer a range of catering options, including a Walpole's afternoon tea, lunch on the garden terrace, and evening drinks and canapes in the stunning gallery that we showed you previously. Tours include one free place for your group travel organizer when booking for over 15 people, experienced guides and stewards, and private tours are also available out of public hours too, so you get that exclusivity. So for more information, I've just put down our tours and events manager, Valerie Beard, her details here. I know Angela will be circulating these details at the end. And also please do follow us on social media. I've just put our social media handles there as well. We're always posting lots of beautiful images and stories, which hopefully also capture your imagination for the house. There's something truly remarkable about Horace Walpole's Little Gothic Castle, and I do hope you'll visit and experience the magic that this inspiring house and garden has to offer. Thank you very much. And now I'm excited to pass over to Angelica at the London Wetlands Centre. Oh, Angelica, you might just have to unmute yourself.
Okay. Can everybody hear me now? Yeah? Okay. So London Wetlands Centre is an award-winning nature reserve that opened by Sir David Attenborough in 2000. We are a charity that protects wetlands and wildlife. As a woodland wetlands, our aim is to bring nature to people. The centre has more than 100 acres of land that we carefully manage to bring a variety of wildlife here. Some of them is very unique to see in London, such as the bittern. I put a little film for you to have a little glance. This was our 20th anniversary celebration. So you know a little bit of the story of the centre. So what can we do for you? We are here to help you so we can tailor your visit to your group needs, from assisting you planning your itinerary for the day, partnering with another attraction of our lovely Richmond Borough, to tailor a hands-on workshop for your group. We are here to help you. The benefits of visiting as a group, of course, is not just the admissions tickets, the discounted admission tickets. We have the group leader comes for free. We have admissions voucher for the coach drive-ins. You have free parking. And we have, of course, exclusive catering options and 10 talks for you and a dedicated team to help you during the day. The basics, of course, the guided tours. The London Centre is fully accessible. So we have wide flat paths for people with disability, manual wheelchairs and mobility scooters for hire. We have the restaurant and kiosk serving warm drinks and fresh food every day. And of course, our shopping has very unique products for you to finish your visit. However, if you want something extra special, you can take part in one-off events and activities for groups. You can book one of our events, from night safaris to wildlife photography during the day, or hands-on activities such as pond dipping, building a den. We have events every month, so it depends on which day of your visit, we have something for you tailored. And we, of course, can tailor events specific for your group if necessary. We also offer during the day spotlight talks, which explain the history of the center and about the wildlife that lives here. And all those volunteers that are working for us, they have expertise enough. If you see a bird on the spot, or if you want to know specific questions about conservation projects or any specific animal, we are there to help you and assist on your questions. We offer, in terms of price, 15% discount for groups of 12 or more. And if you need any more information from us, of course, there is Angela, or you can contact me directly on via telephone number, our website, or email. I'm going to hand over Marble Hill House now. Thank you, everyone.
Amazing, thank you, Angelica. I'm just going to share my screen. Lovely. Hi, everyone. We're delighted to be here with you today to share the delights of Marble Hill House and Park. My name is Maureen Coyle. I'm the property manager at Marble Hill, and I'm here with my colleague Rachel Morrison, who is the audience development manager at Marble Hill. Alison showed you a little while ago a beautiful photograph of the view from Richmond Hill. Well, Marble Hill is nestled right at the centre of that. A day out at Marble Hill is a real treat for any group. It's a beautiful Palladian villa set within 66 acres of outstanding riverside parkland, quite near Richmond. It's the last complete survivor of the elegant 18th century villas which bordered the Thames between Richmond and Hampton Court. The house and the gardens were intended as an Arcadian retreat from 18th century London, and it's very unusual in that it was built for and by a woman in the Georgian era, and architectural fans will also appreciate the Palladian design. It's one of the best places to get a sense of the fashionable Georgian era life, and it tells an incredible story of Henrietta Howard, who was the owner of Marble Hill. Marble Hill is undergoing an amazing £6 million refurbishment project at the moment, which will see the house reinterpreted, the cafe refurbished, and we're investing hugely in the parkland with elements of Henrietta's garden being restored. The house is currently closed at the moment for the restoration project, but we will be reopening in spring 2022. This spring, we're really excited to have our cafe open in late March, beginning of April, and visitors can still enjoy a stroll around the beautiful parkland, taking in features of the grotto and the ice house as well. So the interiors of Marble Hill, of Henrietta's home, were furnished with the latest fashion with the chinoiserie lacquer furniture and blue and white porcelain that became really popular throughout the ages. The Chinese screen that you can see at the top of your screen is one of the incredible remaining objects that belong to Henrietta Howard, and our curatorial team have been really busy commissioning and acquiring new pieces of furniture to add to the collection when we reopen, to give the house that real sense of a home and giving a warm atmosphere. I'll now hand you over to Rachel, who's going to tell you a little bit more about Henrietta and the project as well.
Thank you, Maureen. So who was this Henrietta Howard from which Maureen speaks? Well, she was an 18th century woman, an influential courtier, friend of poets and politicians, and a real patron of the arts. But she had a bit of a difficult start. She was orphaned at age 12. She had a disastrous first marriage. She went partially deaf at age 30. But she's most well renowned for being the mistress of King George II. But despite this, she was able to be a patron of the arts, and a key achievement was obviously building Marble Hill, which became the hub of London's cultural, intellectual and political elite. But this revival is really exciting for us with our £6 million, but how will it affect our group's offer? Well, the house, as Maureen has mentioned, is being reinterpreted and will be a delight for all your senses, from amazing soundscapes to even smellscapes. So we were really excited about you coming to see and experience this new experience in Richmond. But also we're investing in the landscape, and we will see a variety of different aspects of that 18th century garden restored back to Henrietta's home, from which is the whole basis of the revival project. And also, as Maureen said, we're going to have a brand new cafe. So you can sip your cup of coffee whilst you enjoy a beautiful view of Marble Hill. And I'm just going to pass over to Maureen now.
Thank you.
Tell you a bit more
Thanks,
about
Rachel. This is an artist's impression of what our newly restored woodland quarters are going to look like. The new landscape will have beautiful historic plants to explore, open up new areas in the parkland, including Henrietta's orchard, and we'll have a beautiful trail around the perimeter of the park for people to enjoy. And we can also offer historic landscape tours for groups as well, as many of the features still exist in the parkland, from the grotto to the ice house and even Henrietta's ha-ha. I mentioned the revived interpretation. The plan within the house is really to explore Henrietta Howard's life and to really recreate a warm, homely atmosphere within the house. So it will allow you to explore Henrietta's home, taking in her beautiful collection. The new interpretation will do justice to Henrietta's life story, her social circle, and the development of the house through information panels and soundscapes. And our reinterpretation promises to be a feast for all of your senses. So on the screen, again, you can see some of the artist's impressions of what the new interpretation is going to look like. So we really look forward to welcoming you to the house in spring 2022 for the chance to explore the beautiful 18th century villa. Through tours, visitors will be able to gain access to the fascinating glimpse of Henrietta's life and her circle of friends. Blue Badge parking is available on the site. We have a car park within the park, and disabled visitors can be dropped off at the house with our coach parking available just a short walk from the site. We have installed a new lift within the house, which is really exciting, which means it will be accessible to everyone to the first floor for the first time. Tours will last anywhere from 45 minutes and our minimum capacity is 11 people. We do have a maximum of 25 people, but that's more so to do with the size of the rooms, but we will be able to accommodate larger groups. We'll just split you into smaller groups. Of course, we offer free tickets to our group leader and the coach driver, very important people to keep happy. And we'll also be able to welcome groups to our newly refurbished cafe as well. At the moment, we are currently shaping what our group tour offer is going to look like. So we can absolutely tailor it to your needs. We can do anything from a highlights tour, architectural tour, or a combined house and park tour. Rachel mentioned the restoration in the woodland. That will include improving our our pathways, so widening them and making sure that they're accessible for everyone as well. We really welcome feedback on the type of tour groups that you would be interested in. So please do get in touch via email, either on the Travel Trade email address on the screen or contact us directly. And we really look forward to welcoming you to Marble Hill House and Park. I'm now going to hand you over to Bernie from Kew Gardens.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Maureen and Rachel, for that presentation. It was wonderful. So I'm going to try and get mine loaded up now. I'm Bernie from Kew Gardens. So obviously we're home to some breathtaking natural beauty, as well as world-class science and over 260 years of history. So I'd just like to begin by sharing a quick video with you all, just to showcase some of the highlights from our beautiful gardens. So now to take a closer look at some of our top attractions. A must-see on any visit is the stunning Temperate House, which you can see here, the world's largest surviving Victorian glass house. Recently restored to its full splendour in 2018, it's now home to over 1,500 species, including some of the rarest, most threatened plants in the world. The Palm House is our oldest and most recognisable glass house, constructed in 1844. Architects borrowed techniques from the shipbuilding industry to achieve the ambitious vision, which may explain why the Palm House resembles the upturned hull of a ship. Step inside and travel to the depths of the rainforest, discovering remarkable plants from the tropical regions of the world. Of course, Kew also has its fascinating royal history. Discover London's most intimate royal palace, most famously associated with King George III, or ascend the Great Pagoda for stunning views of the surrounding area. Both buildings are open from April to September annually. Kew Palace is included in Gardens admission, whilst the Pagoda carries a small supplement for those who are brave enough to attempt the climb. Just to note, of course, that the opening and operation of all buildings within the gardens may be subject to change this year as guidelines continue to evolve. but our website will be kept up to date with all of the latest information. The Hive is one of our more recent additions to the gardens. This incredible 17-metre tall metallic structure was designed to highlight the plight of the honeybee and is surrounded by a beautiful wildflower meadow. It's actually connected to a real beehive within the gardens and responds to the activity of the bees. So it's a fully immersive structure, and you can go inside and listen to it hum and vibrate and music come alive as the bees buzz around and gather their pollen and make honey. Just next door to the Hive, you'll find the Great Broad Walk Borders. Comprised of over 30,000 plants, this walk provides a joyous sea of colour from early spring to late autumn. Kew is also home to 2 art galleries full of beautiful botanical art. And actually it's quite a hidden gem because not a lot of people know about the galleries within the gardens. Discover wall-to-wall colour as you peruse the paintings of the intrepid Victorian artist Marianne North in the Marianne North Gallery, or take a visit to the Shirley Sherwood Gallery of Botanical Art, on the other hand, which showcases work from new artists, as well as some of the 200,000 artworks held in our own archives. And now onto some of the exciting programming we have coming up this year. So first of all, our summer program, which starts from the beginning of May until mid-September, is called Secret World of Plants. And this is really about encouraging you to come to the gardens after the weirdness of the past year, to get back out in the open air, reconnect with nature and explore these beautiful large-scale immersive plantscapes, which will be representing the various plant habitats of the UK. And that's going to be coupled with an exciting program as well. There's also going to be interesting things around the gardens, like music that's been composed based on the biorhythm of plants. So there's all sorts of interesting things to get involved with. And this will be followed up by our new autumn program, which will be running from the 2nd to the 31st of October. This is a brand new festival which will be celebrating the flora and culture of Japan as autumn colour starts to sweep through the gardens. The focal point for this new event will be in the Temperate House as well. So it promises to be spectacular, with new art being commissioned and various interpretation around the gardens to highlight the culture of Japan and Kew's links with the country as well. So lastly, of course, not all of these services will be available for a while until restrictions lift, but just a reminder of some of the things that we hope to be able to offer as supplementary services to our groups later in the year. So we obviously have the Kew Explorer, which is our land train service, which does a circuit of the gardens in about 45 minutes, taking in all of the highlights and providing a wonderful commentary as well. And then we have our guided tours, which are available for either 60 minutes or 90 minutes. And that can cover anything from a brief introduction to the gardens to more specific special interests. So we can cover the architecture of our wonderful buildings, we can cover horticulture, we can cover the research, the scientific research that's currently taking place on site as well. So it's all kind of on request. And we also offer group catering vouchers. So you can purchase discount vouchers from us in advance, which can be redeemed in any of our cafes on site for a nice coffee and cake or a self-service cream tea. And of course, we have our lovely shops as well, which are full of beautiful Kew souvenirs and tasty treats. The Kew Gin is highly recommended as well. So we do offer special rates for groups, of course, and if you'd like any additional information on anything I've spoken about or more information on rates and our plans for this year, please do contact us on the email address provided. There's also more information on our webpage, and you can sign up to our group's newsletter as well, where we'll keep you updated on everything that's happening. Thank you very much.
I just wanted to say thank you, Bernie. That's absolutely amazing. And to all the Visit Richmond partners as well. I don't know about everybody else, but I definitely want to go, and I want to go now, to all the fantastic attractions and the hotels. Yes, I'm definitely going to be there. Just to reiterate, the partners with regards to joint packages, I know that as group tour operators, you're wanting to know whether or not you could do a morning, for example, at the London Wetland Centre and Kew Gardens in the afternoon. We work really, really well together. So we're more than happy to coordinate that for you. Of course, Strawberry Hill House goes perfectly well with the London Wetland Centre. Why not make it a weekend? Stay overnight at the gorgeous Richmond Hill Hotel. And then, of course, you've got the Marble Hill House as well. So when you look at the map, all the different attractions that you're going, you actually pass Marble Hill House as well. So that's absolutely perfect. The other thing, before I hand you over to Councillor Richard Baker, who's the lead for Business, Employment and Enterprise, is to say that we've got a fantastic thing called the Richmond Card. And it's free. I love that word. We don't hear that often enough. Let's say that again, free. Yes. And what it is that you can download it to your mobile and it gives you free fabulous offers. So, for example, you'll get discounts to go to the local pubs and restaurants, the attractions, the hotels. They have regular offers that come in. There are 140,000 cards in circulation. It's well used, it's well respected. So please, if you need any more information about the Richmond Card, do email me and we can send you all that information. And I know that Elaine and Karen, you're going to be absolutely amazing. And there is our e-newsletter that you're going to send out to all these gorgeous group tour operators, which has our shoe size, blood type, hair color, everything that you require. And so with no further ado, let's introduce you to Councillor Richard Baker. I don't see you on my screen. This is what's wonderful about virtual. Are you there?
I'm here now.
Oh, hello. Good afternoon, young man. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Yeah, that's
thank
good.
you, Angela.
No, thank you. I don't know whether you just want to summarise how wonderful Richmond upon Thames is to visit.
I'd love to. Thank you very much, and thank you all for those of you who have sort of zoomed in this afternoon to listen to this, and of course to the Richmond partners, to Bernie, to Maureen and Rachel, Beth and Angelica and Alison from Richmond Hill Hotel. Thank you all very much for extolling the virtues of the London Borough of Richmond. We are all rightly proud of this borough, and we feel that hopefully that when you've all visited here, you'll feel exactly the same as us. And of course, we've given you some snippets of those partners that were available. There are other sites and things to do as well. We have theatres and a range of restaurants and things as well. So please bear that in mind for the longer weekend stay. And thanks very much, and thanks for attending.
Thank you. Elaine, should we hand back to you?
Yes, thank you very much, everybody. That was really great. Some great ideas there to keep us going. And thank you, Richard, for coming along and joining us. I'm going to hand over now to Karen for the Q&A session. So if you want to, any questions, you want to start typing them in the chat box, or let us know if you want to say your question yourself.
We've had a few questions and they have been answered as we've gone through. So if you look through the chat box, you will see some there. If anybody would like to put anything there now, or if they want to unmute themselves and ask a question, please let me know. It sounds like we've given you so much information that we've given you all the answers. Okay, well, I think then, if there aren't any questions, I'll hand back to Elaine.
Great. That was easy then, wasn't it? Well done, everybody. You've given it all in there. That's great. Okay, so just to finalise then, today we've spoken with Visit Richmond, and you can revisit all of their profiles online. I just want to show you, because some people mentioned about getting information. So I'm just going to share with you the website. So aside of these virtual programs, there is a website which is live at the moment, and along the top you can see there's the exhibitor profiles. If you click on the exhibitor profiles, you can search by area, and then everyone that's spoken is here. I was just trying to find the lovely Strawberry Hill. No offense to anyone else. But this is a profile, and on each profile there are buttons where you can download the brochures, or you can make an inquiry or request information. Now, the beauty of these forms is you don't have to fill in the form 25 times for as many exhibitors that you want to do. You can fill in your details once, and then you can select all the exhibitors that you've heard about this week, and we will ensure that they get your request for postal information. Alternatively, if you have a, if you can still see that, an inquiry, so actually want to talk about a specific inquiry, again, a similar applies. You can actually put in the details of any basic details about anything other than brochure requests, and you can pop that in here and do the same thing, and then just submit at the bottom. And we are collating all of those, and then at the end of the week, we'll send them out to all of the exhibitors to come back to you in due course. You can also see all of the videos that you've been seeing in the video gallery out here, as well in snippets. You can browse there, or via the YouTube channel. And our show offers as well. So if any of these have got show offers, they are also here to have a look at, and you can browse those. So as well as that,
Elaine.
Yeah. Yes.
Before we finish, I have got a couple of questions come in, so
okay,
if we can quickly those. Okay. So Angelica, one for you. Was the wetlands started by Peter Scott?
Yes, Sir Peter Scott vision to bring nature to people. So it was his vision. We have 9 centers around UK. And the London Wetland Centre, it was his latest project before he passed away. So it was opened by Sir David Attenborough, but it was Sir Pete Scott's vision as a conservationist to have a woodland wetland in London.
Thank you very much. And also this, and actually this was one that was, I think, a pre-registered question, which we might have missed. Is it possible to travel between sites by public transport? Angela?
Yes, there is. So Richmond Station is very conveniently located. You can get there via the overground or the underground as well. And there is the visitor information kiosk, which is open every day under normal circumstances, 10 until 4. And there are buses that run regularly, like every 10 minutes. You can get direct bus. The 65 goes directly to Kew Gardens, so I'm showing you which direction it goes. Then you can take the 33 that takes you directly from Richmond to the London Wetland Centre. Marble Hill, you can get anywhere from Marble Hill from Richmond Station except for 2 buses, but the staff at the Visit Information Centre will tell you, I can tell you now, which buses don't catch. And then of course the Richmond Hill Hotel, it's the 371 that will take you there. But yes, by all means, what we can do is we can send you exactly which buses, and then of course there's the fabulous app that actually tells you exactly where to stand, where to catch the bus and what time it goes. One of your fabulous group tour operators has reminded me to mention the Poppy Factory. I know my accent, the last time I said that I had excursions live, somebody said, really, you have a Poppy Factory? No, it's the Poppy. So the Poppy Factory is absolutely amazing. It is ex-servicemen and women who create, of course, the annual poppies, and they produce them every single year. The tour, I can highly recommend it. They create 82 million. You as a group will go in, and what's amazing, they tell you the history and the heritage. You actually meet the ex-servicemen and women who are there employed to create the poppies. And of course, they also create it for the royal family as well. Thank you to Jane May for telling about our superb shops in Richmond. Yes, if you go onto the visitrichmond.co.uk website, we have a fantastic Shop Local campaign where we have unique, beautiful shops where you can buy locally produced. For example, we have our own Twickenham beer, which is the largest London microbrewery in London. They create something called the naked ladies, which, yes, it's actually, there's the naked lady statues in York House. They also create the grandstand, which of course is similar to the Twickenham Stadium, which of course hosts 82,000. So yes, we've also got the Teddington cheese. I'm trying to think of all the other amazing things that we've got, but absolutely amazing. So you can get yourself lost in the little lanes in Richmond as well. The maximum group for the Poppy Factory, I would say it's anything between 15 and 20. But I would look, I know that they are busy refurbishing themselves at the moment, and they're opening themselves formally this year. So that's amazing as well. Is there anything else that we can help with? Are there any other questions that I've missed?
Jackie has just asked, are you hoping to operate any fam trips in the future?
Oh, I'd love to. So yes, so with my gorgeous partners, yes, absolutely. So if you want, please let us know if you're interested. I have worked with some of the partners on the call where we've had group tour operators where we've taken them on a Saturday from 10 until 4, and we've shown them the sights and sounds. So yes, absolutely. Email me directly, let me know, and then we can go from there.
There's another one. Do you have any Black or Asian history tours in Richmond?
We don't at the moment. However, I don't know whether you're aware, but Twickenham is home to the Eel Pie Island. And of course, that is all the music and history and heritage. In the 1960s, I don't know whether everybody, well, I've never been, but I'm sure it was absolutely amazing. That's where the Rolling Stones, Mick Jagger, Eric Clapton, The Who, they all performed there. And there's actually the Eel Pie Island Museum, and we're working with them to actually look at all the artists from the jazz that lived locally or actually inspired that as well. So please, if you'd like to get hold of me directly, then we can point you into directions with that, definitely. North Manchester, is it a long way to come for just a day? I'm going to say yes. Absolutely. I mean, even if you come from London, that's far, far, far away. You need to stay. So yes, it depends how long you want to commute. But yes, and thank you to Jackie Ring. There's also the 60s bus. We work closely with them as well. Yes, they play 60s music. You get to go around all the sites, you get to hear all the history of Twickenham and all the musicians. So absolutely amazing as well. But as Councillor Baker's alluded to, we're very fortunate in Richmond that we are inundated from Mary Wallace Theatre, who just specialise in Shakespeare, which is incredible, to the Eel Pie Island, as I've said, to the 60s music, to Turner's House. Do you know that Turner, the artist, never actually wanted to be an artist? He wanted to be an architect. And he himself actually created his house. He designed it and created it for him, his dad, and his horse. That's what I love about it, his horse. And that's really close walking distance to Marble Hill House as well. Sorry, I'm going on. But yes, if there's anything that we can help you with, tell us what your interests are, and I'm sure that we can help you.
Thank you. That leads nicely on to the fact that our 2022 venue is going to be at Twickenham Stadium. So I do not doubt, I'm putting it out there, but we have had half conversation. There will be a familiarisation to coincide with excursions there. So keep your eyes on the information, and no doubt we will be working with all these lovely partners to facilitate that. So this has been recorded, as you know. This will go out on our e-newsletter, which is full of all the information from all these partners as well this afternoon. If you've subscribed or opted in when you've registered for the Zooms, you will receive that information. Please do send that on to as many people, and your group members, if you want to get them inspired to join you. And that would be great. That's everything. I'm just going to pop up my thank you screen to say thank you to our supporters as well, who have supported the promotion of this event. at the bottom of this screen. And I think we've covered everything. One last thing, I saw a couple of people looking at their little brochures that you receive through the post. If you want to phone up, there is a telephone number here in a number of locations on page 4. I know you all have a computer because you're here today, but there is a telephone number. So if you wanted to browse through and give us a call, we can also take your inquiry over the telephone in terms of any brochure requests that you want. You can do that in one go too. Okay. So thank you very much for your time. We will see you again tomorrow, hopefully. And tomorrow we have got Wiltshire on the West Way tomorrow morning. So thank you very much to you all. Take care. Bye. Bye.